Hi, in this tutorial I'm going to give a brief overview of the different pens and brushes and tools available within Sketches School. So now we're going to see each of the pens and pencils and tools in action. What we'll notice is we're going to change the size of the pens as we go along on the right hand side selector, and to select each pen or pencil or each tool you simply tap on the tool. So the first thing we're going to see is the pencil tool. Next is the pen tool. So I tap on the pen. And now you can see I'm changing to the largest pen over here. Now I'm going to tap on the felt tip marker. You'll see that it's a little less opaque than the pen tool, especially in the largest size. Now we have the calligraphy pen or the paint pen. When this is one of fun, as you increase and decrease your speed, it gets larger and smaller. We have the pastel. When you'll see a little variation as it gets bigger. The next is the acrylic brush. I'm going to change the color to purple here. And we're going to see, there we go. And if you just keep our finger down as we're painting, it paints a solid color. Now we're going to do the watercolor brush. You can see if I keep my pen down again, it gives me a smooth color. If I pick up my finger and put it back down, you'll see the transparency of a paintbrush, of a watercolor. Now we have the airbrush, and this one you'll see the spread get bigger as the pen size gets bigger. We're going to next be working with the text and the shape tool. We're going to create a purple triangle simply by touching the purple triangle. Now if I can move it by one finger with 2-finger pinch, makes it smaller, and I can rotate by rotating my fingers. One of my favorite tools we have is the paint roller, and with this tool you'll draw a shape and it will fill in that shape with whatever our paint color down in the right corner is. I'm going to draw a leaf here, and then I'm going to change the color to white, and I'm going to put veins by drawing shapes, vein type shapes within the leaf. Next is the eraser, which works just like an eraser, as you would see. If we're going to erase across our watercolor and our airbrush in each of the different sizes. This is a lot of ways to get a nice clean edge whenever you're using paints. Our next tool is one of my favorites. It's the smudge tool, I like to call it. And so we're going to first use the acrylic brush and paint some color on here. Just one color after another. Do a kind of a gradation of pinks. And after we get our third color here, we're going to go back to the smudge tool. And now I'm going to smudge. I'm going to run my finger along the line between the colors. And the color I start off in, and I pull it down into the other color. As I move my finger back and forth, I can also go up and down, and you can see I'm blending the colors together. The last thing, I'm going to add a little light pink here now. And now we're going to smudge again, choose the smudge tool and smudge again, just to get that gradation a little bit more. And this tool is great. This is how you blend paints when you're painting, whether it's watercolor or acrylics. Rather than using the paintbrush to blend, you actually use the smudge tool. Now we have the X-Acto knife, or the cut and paste tool. You draw around a shape or which part of your drawing, and then you use one finger and you can move that shape around. If I use 2 fingers on that shape and hold for a second, and then I can move and I create a copy of that, what I have selected. If you 2-finger pinch, it gets smaller or bigger. And if I rotate my fingers, you can see I'm rotating my image. The last tool we're going to do is the straight edge tool. But this is so that you can draw very straight, very kind of architectural type drawings. So 2 fingers rotating, again, rotates my line, my straight edge. And now we're going to choose a pen. Notice the straight edge and the pen is chosen. And if I draw along, it draws a line right along my straight edge. I can now choose a different pen and do the same thing. Move my straight edge. Again, choose a new color. Draw a line along that straight edge. We'll just do this one more time with change the color to blue and the felt pen and draw one more straight edge. So now that we've seen all of everything working, we can look at, here's an example of some fish drawn using all the different paint pens and brushes. And as we can see, it's really kind of an interesting effects and different looks that you get from each of the pens. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in watching us use the various tools in the creation of the fish we showed at the end of this video, you can watch our video documenting that process. Thank you.